So this is a video that I don't necessarily want to make, but I have this commitment to you to be the realist on YouTube, the realist in this business niche. And the responsibility that comes with that is to always keep it 1,000, right? Good, bad, whatever it might be. And in this is a bad video, if you haven't gathered that. But in this world of image and all these things, right, that like make you this guy or whatever, success is a constant theme on that. And so how often do you hear people be like, no, this happened, or no, business is tough, or no, we had these issues? It's very rare, right? But I put my heart and soul into all of this. And if you've followed me for a while, whether it be Instagram or here, you know that I love to win. Like I wake up and all I think about is winning, and I just want to maximize every stat and all of that stuff, right? That's who I am. And so to come on here and tell you that my business lost money last month is not fucking easy. And it might dent the image for a couple people. But at the end of the day, my commitment is to help you become who you need to be through my experiences, right? All the stuff building my last brand, selling it to private equity, and all the stuff now. And business isn't always like straightforward and straight up. And more times than not, you learn in the bad moments. Last month was super stressful. And just to clarify really quick, you know, I have my exit, I have my net worth or whatever. Top Shelf has been the brand I'm often building in public and talking about. It's a lifestyle. I think we can dent the culture. And building a physical product business requires a lot of different things. A lot of different things go into that. I can cope. I'll just explain it to you too. It's a weird world because on the other side of that coin, Top Shelf lost about $30,000. Okay. I haven't got my final numbers. I'm shooting this immediately at the post close of the month. The month before, we made $350,000 profit, net profit. It's on millions of dollars in revenue. And to have that kind of swing is actually crazy. And I'll explain how, why, and what you can look out for in your own business. But I also want to caveat all that too with like mentally. I have a lot of things going on. So yeah, Top Shelf swung down, but one of the portfolio investments that we made hit $1 million in the fourth month of business. 400,000+ profit. We're not even running ads. It's just super viral. This TikTok system works like crazy. We're buying Rolexes for creators. Like a lot of good on other parts of the rob the bank conglomerate holding thing. But Top Shelf, it's one, you know, I preach about systems and process and getting people in place and automating these businesses so that you can focus on experiences, leveling up, doing your thing in the real world. And it sounds great on paper, right? And it really can be great when you do it. But at the same time, you're often entrusting people to do things that they might not necessarily do as owners. Or maybe you didn't put the incentive structure together right. And then sometimes shit just happens. So Top Shelf had a down month because of two reasons. We have two main products. One of them, for the first time in my life, Amazon employees, if you're seeing this, help me out. We had crazy counterfeits from like China on a consumable product. I've never seen that before, right? And basically the way these counterfeits were attacking us, taking over our listing, it took our sales to zero on that product. And there's ways around this. There's transparency program, there's reporting the counterfeits, but these guys were pretty sophisticated they were delaying shipping. They were, you know, slashing the price, messing up our buy box. And the net result really, it hurt the business. Our main product that drives a lot of the revenue was down all month, right? And so that shit sucks. But that happens. That's like normal business. Second piece of that, we had a transition. We used to operate as more or less a holding company with a handful of brands. We have one brand that we think has 9-figure potential. We broke it off. A lot of the key employees went with that. They backfilled for certain positions. And one of the people that was running Top Shelf or tasked with it made a tactical error, right? We were trying hard to stay in stock for TikTok Shop, and basically we went viral, went out of stock on TikTok Shop, and I'll never badmouth anyone, right? It's employee wise or whatever. It's about getting the right people in place with their skill sets. And maybe this particular individual, that wasn't their skill set. So inventory. And so in an effort to stay in stock with TikTok Shop, we had 4,000 units at our manufacturer. We had like 800 at Amazon. Okay. And Amazon's the lifeblood. TikTok Shop's the roller coaster. We have 4,000 here. We go out of stock at TikTok Shop. We never should have gone out of stock at TikTok Shop. But we then send all 4,000 units to TikTok Shop. Then it goes out of stock on Amazon. Takes 2 weeks to get to TikTok Shop. Then we got to send some back to Amazon. And so basically our two main products all of a sudden are smoked for the entire month. And we're losing momentum, and bad reviews are coming in from the counterfeits, and it becomes real fight or flight damage control for a business that otherwise looked healthy. And that's a reminder that this shit can change fast, right? And so having your finger on the pulse, having a level of intensity, having a level of discipline on all of this stuff as you scale is everything. Like you look, I love the Amazon, PayPal, like those playbooks. A level of speed and agility on the micro things within the business is everything. It's everything. And what happened here with Top Shelf, you're doing $2 million a month or whatever. And it's like, okay, we can start becoming a little more corporate, having weekly calls, this, that. And all of a sudden that innate team drive of being in the weeds is gone. And then you lose that flexibility, you lose that mobility, and then you get two compounding things that hit you, and it's big issues. Now, again, this is my reminder on these brands. Like it could have been a lot worse, right? We have overhead, we have things, but we have been investing in new products, right? So we have a handful of products doing all right. Again, our two flagships are down, but having that stability, that diversification, that multiple channel piece, that first main product that's getting hit on Amazon, we're still up on Shop, right? So we're able to quote unquote pay our bills. It's not like we had to go under. It could have been dramatically worse. So we're making the necessary changes along with a big challenge on TikTok Shop, and we're going to come back super strong this month, right? That's what's going to happen. It's already written. It's already manifested. So in an effort to improve your own business career, because I think this goes physical products, whether you're a creator, like whatever you are, I have principles that have served me well through Genius, and now I'm adding them to Top Shelf. And this is shame on me because I forgot when you scale and you have people directly outside of your wheelhouse or your network, they don't necessarily share the same values. So your job as a leader is to teach them those values, right? Instill those values in them. And you better believe all month I was locked in at a aggressive level on these types of principles. So I only have 5 for Top Shelf. I'm taking it slow. I'm not adding to them. But number 1 is bias for action. Speed matters in business. And the reality is a lot of decisions are actually reversible. The worst thing you can have is someone that sits on the sidelines and drags their feet and doesn't take action. If you are trying to accomplish something, bias for action is everything. Number 2, insist on the highest standards, okay? If you want to build any company or do anything of substance in this world, holding a certain level of standards it's everything. It's everything. We don't come here for number 2. You know what I mean? We don't play for second. We don't play for bronze. We have to hold ourselves to that, right? On the little things. How you do the little things is how you do the big things. Some of these are cliche, but when you put it together in an organizational structure, it starts to materialize as a business that can stand the test of time, that can employ people, that can create value in the world while changing your life as an operator, right? Number 3, deep dive, okay? Leaders at all levels need to stay connected to the details. And this is, I'm training a new president, so to speak, to run it. And that's my thing for him. I want you to know the details like the back of your hand. Where's this manufacturer running the product? Where are they sourcing this? Who's designing that label? What are we spending on ads? What's the contest look like? How much are we spending on Amazon? Those are just the things that flow out of my brain right now of just thinking about this one single business. And if it sounds scary or whatever, remember, I own a bunch and I've been doing it, and the skills continue to develop, and you get there and you can become whatever you want, right? When you start training your brain. So number 4 ties to that a little bit, but ownership. Leaders take fucking ownership. And you could be an employee, like whatever you do, if you're going to sign up for something, you should operate as a owner. Okay. You should have that level of pride. You will absolutely never say, that's not my job. Okay. That's loser thought process. That's loser talk. Number 5, this is the last one, is extreme motherfucking focus. Extreme motherfucking focus. And it's not, I don't have motherfucking in there, but that's how I'm feeling right now because we had a down month. So we're coming back strong. But when you look at Amazon, it was often hyper-focused tasks that would move the needle forward. It wasn't like all this busy managerial stuff. It's like, this is our initiative. This is our initiative. Everyone's rowing in the direction on those, and we are going to accomplish that shit, and then we will move to the next thing. Elon is just like that with all of his companies. You lock the fuck in, and you make that shit happen. Again, I am here to give you guys my soul on this because I know it'll make a better world. I know it'll make your shit better. I don't like ever having a down moment, right? It's not good for image. It's not good for brand, but it's the fucking reality of the game we're all playing, and someone needs to tell you that. You might look up all the time. You look on Instagram, everyone looks up all the time. There's anxiety, there's pressure, there's stress. Top Shelf has 11 people counting on them with benefits and, you know, their families and all of this shit, right? And then you lose that kind of money in a month, and you as the leader need to own that. I still do things I don't want to do. I love content. I love marketing. I love the investments that I'm making in these other brands. Frankly, I'm not a brand operator anymore. Actually, I am. I've been one, and I have the skills. It's not something I enjoy. But when I got to roll my sleeves up and put on for the team, it's just what I do. And I hope y'all see that as an example. I hope y'all see where I'm coming from. And if you ever want to thank me, just run it the fuck up yourself. Rob the bank. Out.